Hey viewers and viewers, my name is John Red Strategist and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes, The Secret of the Silver Earring with myself and Phil joining me via Skype. How are you doing today, Phil?
Well, not too bad, not too bad, and interesting. We're back here. We haven't done this in a while.
No.
The first quite
In
a while
fact,
ago.
as of when we record this, I technically haven't even uploaded the first one, so...
Haven't uploaded the first one yet,
no,
but...
and like Phil says, technically it's been a good few weeks at the very least, probably at least a couple of months, I think, since we actually did the original episode, because we just did it as a one-off, you know, the Wheel Decide thing, it picked it out, we did that, and then, you know, more recently, we spun the wheel of my Steam games again, and this one came up again for the recording session.
So we've got another look at Sherlock Holmes.
Indeed. So,
The
Phil,
famous detective, created by Mr. Arthur Conan Doyle.
Sir Arthur Conan Doyle.
Sir Arthur. Oh, did he become a sir? Did they knight him?
I'm pretty sure he did, didn't he? Oh. Yeah, I could have sworn he did. I was just about to ask, do you remember where we were up to with this one?
Well, I think, if I'm not mistaken, we're finding a silver earring.
Yes. There's also, well, I was kind of reviewing the first episode, just, you know,
yeah, I do remember at the start. It started having like a fancy dinner,
yes.
and then everything went shit, and some person lost their earring, and now we're on a discovery tour of trying to find what's going on.
Interesting. Your memory serves you a little faulty there, because I don't think the earring... Well, maybe it has, I don't know. But just when I was reviewing, I couldn't remember whether an earring had been mentioned. But there was Sir Bromsby who got shot. You remember that?
Your face is faulty. How dare you say my brain's faulty? How dare you? Your face, your ear, your nose, your stupid little ginger hair is faulty. Anyway, so...
Wow,
whoa.
Jesus,
whoa,
man.
triggered.
Got friggin'...
Trigger.
Yeah, Jesus. We need to get a picture of your face and do that thing where it's like, you know, it's got that sort of scary music in the background, the camera's like shaking, it's going red.
No, not
that. But yes, obviously we can right-click and we can review...
Oh yes, someone did get shot, didn't they?
Yeah, Sir Bromsby, that was who it was. So of course we've got all our... various bits and brobs.
Bits and brobs.
Yes, bits and bromsbys, which we accumulated last time. You know, I think probably a good place to start would just be to review, obviously, everything that we've got so far. Because, again, you know, because it's been a while since we recorded the first episode, my memory's a bit rusty. I can't remember where we actually were or what was kind of going on. But there's various snippets that I can sort of vaguely remember in mind. Yeah, so Bromsby, of course, was the one who got shot. All we kind of saw of the moment of murder was a shot of a doorway with a young woman in blue, who I think was Lavinia, the daughter of Sir Bromsby. But then again, I don't know if it's going to be her, because that seems too convenient. So, I don't know. So, of course, we've got the doctor's testimony here. Bromsby died instantly, bullets still in the body. Presence, he's the doctor from the village near the hall, apparently. We've got a guy called Grant Sweeney. Did you notice anything peculiar at the time of the shooting? He jumped up, looked in the direction of the shot. There he saw Miss Bromsby. She seemed to be placing something in her handbag amid a cloud of smoke. Then she rushed to the stage.
Right, okay.
I must say, her sudden inheritance should be a fine present for her birthday. Wow. So that's the thing, you know, a lot of these characters... Oh God, I just knocked my microphone a little bit then. Apologies if that just nearly buffeted your eardrums a little bit, Phil, and of course the viewers as well.
No, it didn't actually. You didn't move it that much. I just heard a little clattering. But
a little clattering.
No.
That's good. Yeah, it seems you know, various characters in this game have potential motives for killing this guy, but you know, it's kind of creating the mystery. Who knows? Okay, so who was this guy? Grant Sweeney. He was he an associate of the victim? Yes. He was an associate. What's his presence here? The partners, he was a partner with Sir Bromsby. Person invited me, gave me every assurance that there would be plenty of fresh... Oh, I remember this guy. He was on the stage, and he was the one who was talking about the women at the audience. Oh, fresh meat. Oh, yes.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Herman Grimble. Let's see now.
Herman Goering. No, not
wow,
him.
That's a very different Herman, that is.
That is.
Right, so he was behind Sir Bromsby, but he's convinced that Miss Lavinia had nothing to do with it. He's Herman Grimble, advisor to Sir Bromsby, minority shareholder of Bromsby Enterprises. So he did know Sir Bromsby. They met in India several years ago. What sort of man was Bromsby? He says strong character, sometimes a bit excessive, unyielding but a good person. And I actually do remember some of the employees of Sir Bromsby being all like, he's alright, but, you know, he pays good wages, but he can be a bit quick to temper and stuff like that.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
Future of the business. Have you any knowledge about the succession of his business interests? Can I, like, turn the... Oh, God, I just switched that off without meaning to. Okay.
Oh,
no,
we're walking. Here we go.
We're
starting.
walking.
Oh, no, we're not starting.
No. Hold on. No, I can't actually turn the page. Okay. Man, there's a lot of people here who we have already talked to.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Okay, so what else did we find? Sherringford Hall in the ballroom. Handle of the door leading to the kitchen corridor has been twisted down. In the corridor to the kitchen, smell of gunpowder. In corridor to the kitchen, there is a trace of sauce on the handle of the door to the corridor of the stairs.
Oh, I tell you, that explains. Yeah, the smell of gunpowder, right, okay, yeah. So there must have been a creeper there somewhere.
A creeper. A Minecraft creeper. Yes. It's a very nice murder you've got there. Be a shame if something were to happen to it, eh, Phil?
Well, that'll be good then.
Yeah.
If something were to happen to the murder,
yeah.
and it comes back and becomes an unmurder.
So, if we're getting the smell of gunpowder in the corridor to the kitchen, then does that mean that the killer fled in that direction after they killed Sir Bromsby?
Very well.
And as well as that, it says there's a trace of sauce on the handle of the door to the corridor to the stairs, in the corridor to the kitchen. Interesting. So somebody maybe had sauce on their hands? Which is interesting, so that's something we have to look into.
Okay, we have to.
Letter of Lord Cavendish Smith. Oh, that's the invitation that Holmes got. Programme of Miss Bromsby's 18th birthday and Miss Lavinia Bromsby. Okay, and that's... okay, this is the map of the house.
Right.
I see, right. So there's the big main ballroom with this weird sort of table layout. Okay.
Looks a bit like an H with a little spindly bit off the H, doesn't it there?
Yeah. Okay. Oh, bollocks. Okay, I've got to remember, right-click, flipping changes it. And then we've just got a map of London with Sherringford Hall sort of marked out.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Okay, interesting. Right. I see. And so I think, when I mouse over the map of the house over here, Sherlock's face appears when I'm going over the rooms. But when I go over the sort of gardens outside, Watson's face appears. Oh, okay. Hold on.
Oh, what's going on here now?
Ah!
If you're a reporter, there'd better be a doctor nearby, because when I get done with you, you'll need one.
Look here, my good man, I am a doctor. Dr. Watson, in fact, and believe me...
Dr. Watson? Hold on. Are you the Dr. Watson who writes about all those cases solved by Sherlock Holmes? Oh, I've read all your adventures.
Okay, so we can actually play as Watson, because I think last episode when I reviewed the footage, you know, we were kind of commenting, where's Watson in all this? He just seems to be disappeared.
He's popped up.
Okay, so you can actually switch between him and Sherlock. I had no idea.
Okay, so he's out in the garden, is he?
Yeah, by the front door. Who's this guy?
My name is Lamb, Governor.
Oh, Lamb.
I'm Sir Bromsby's coachman.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me, is he really that clever?
Where's your partner? Sheep. Oh, hey! In your face.
You are the master of terrible jokes, Phil.
Well, you've got to be the master of something in this day and age.
Look sharp, Lamb. Sherlock Holmes and I require your able assistance.
No doubt.
Stand firm at the private entrance and make sure no one enters or leaves until Holmes or myself returns.
My pleasure, Dr. Watson. You tell Mr. Holmes that if anybody even steps on the lawn, they'll have to deal with Lamb. And I can tell you, there are few bold enough to dare my fists.
Well, he's eager. Give him that. Right, door. What's this?
This door is blocked.
That
door
gate
is
the
blocked.
only way in or out of here, Dr. Watson. I've already secured the other door on orders of Miss Lambert to avoid them nosy reporters. If anyone tries to make a break through the garden, they won't get past me.
Okay, that's all we can say to him.
When was this game released?
2002, I think it was.
Was it 2002?
Yeah,
oh my
so
goodness gracious me.
Yeah, it's pretty old. Right.
Oldie but goldie.
Okay, I actually just want to switch back to Sherlock, actually, because I think there's more stuff to find in the house. Because clearly there's an area off over
It's
here.
good, these sorts of murder mystery type things. So I remember, obviously, we had to go in, because there were some ones in Assassin's Creed Unity and Syndicate, wasn't there?
Yeah.
If you remember. They did some murder mysteries.
Oh god, I just went out the door without meaning to. And now I've actually got a magnifying glass as well, which I could be using on stuff, but Maybe I'm supposed to be examining stuff. Christ. And he said, I was about to say crap then, and I said Christ at the last minute, so it came out sounding a bit weird.
It did
yeah,
then.
Yeah.
It's like sort of Australian accent was putting it. Christ.
Very interesting.
Okay, so I'm picking...
Picture. And this lady
Ah,
is wearing
here we go.
a very nice earring.
A very nice earring, Philip. He's just mentioned
Is it silver?
It could well be. So obviously we've been picking various things up, and at first I had no idea how to access them because he was sort of picking things up but not saying anything. So here we can actually look at stuff. He's got, well, obviously the magnifying glass, tape measure, and test tube will be his stuff probably. Right, a Bromsby note. Can we read
The first
this?
handwriting is small and elegant. The second is hurried and forceful.
Okay. You're not going to say anything else about it? Okay, a note with 2 styles of handwriting on it. Okay, this was the bag that we found as well in the previous episode. What's in it?
Small caliber pistol.
Ah.
A Wright model.
Okay, a
Nice,
pistol.
we've got a pistol.
And he said it was a Wright model, and when I was reviewing the footage, one of the characters did mention a...
Can we use this pistol to shoot you for calling me faulty?
no, we can't.
I'm not. I'm salty about that. I'm not going to let that go. I'm not going to let it go.
You're salty
I'm not gonna
about
let
being
it go,
faulty?
Andrew.
You're salty about faulty? Oh dear.
This is no time for rhyming.
Oh, well, you know, what perfect time for rhyming when, you know, you're investigating a murder and all that. What's this? Visit card. Let's read that.
Calling card, written in French.
Oh.
Yeah.
Calling
Le
card written in
Français.
French. Okay. There is a French character somewhere around in this.
What's that thing
area.
next to the picture of the woman?
What's this? Passport of Lavinia
Oh, it's a
Bromsby.
passport. From
Yeah.
the low resolution I'm seeing, it looks like a bloody unopened chocolate bar.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes. Photo. It just says photo
Ooh.
pretty young girl. Oh, okay.
As Homer would say, chocolate. Oh.
Deary me. Oh, God.
Good old Simpsons reference. Have you ever played any detective games, like proper full-on detective games?
No, this is the first time
No.
I've, like a proper, yeah. I'm very
Well, obviously there was the big one from Rockstar, wasn't there? LA Noire.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That was that one. That one was quite good.
Unless you are counting the Danganronpa games, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, they've got.
Well,
the
yeah, they
murder
are
mystery.
sort of. They're whodunits.
Yeah. Tickets of train and boat from Geneva to London.
Train
Okay.
and
Okay.
ship tickets from Geneva to London.
Jinx. Touchwood.
Okay.
We both said
And
okay
the
at the
gun.
same time.
Okay. Right, so the various things. We've got the photo of the pretty young girl with the earring, passport of Lavinia Bromsby, tickets for train and ship services from Geneva to London, and the gun itself. I don't think there's anything else in here, though. Okay. Right. So I'm wondering, can I use my magnifying glass or my tape measure, whatever, on something, but I'm not entirely sure. How do I move Sherlock? Oh, God. Get out of there. There we are.
There we go. Now you're moving him again.
Yes, moving him again, indeed. I don't know, maybe we should switch over to Watson for a bit and see what...
See what he sees.
yeah, because obviously we've not seen the outside. Oh, hello, hello. Yes, there's a fair bit of stuff out here. All right then, Watson. Phil. Oh my God. Phil,
What?
have you... Look, can you see where Watson's standing here?
I can see. Yeah, yeah.
Do you see the woman who sort of... Is she floating in midair? She is. There's like a woman, if you look above his right shoulder,
Right.
there's a woman there. She's not actually
Is there-
standing on the ground, she's floating in midair.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah.
that
I mean, we established
Yeah.
in the previous episode, this game is a bit buggy. It has weird
Yeah.
little things that go on. Who is this? Go on, floating woman, who are you? Go on, Watson. Go
She's a
and ask her.
ghost, clearly.
Okay,
Miss
and now
Lambert,
she's
I
on the
have been looking
steps.
for you. What a tragedy.
Simply dreadful.
Okay, Miss
Can't
Lambert.
believe what they're saying about Miss Lavinia.
Right. Okay. So we've got another.
Have you
Oh,
informed the
crap, I've
police?
clicked police
The
instead of
village
gates.
constable attended the
Never
reception.
mind.
He left on his bicycle, I assume to inform the proper authorities. He told me that an inspector from Scotland Yard was already in the area on official business. I know nothing about the nature of his business, but I was told he should arrive soon.
Gates.
Interesting getting all these testimonies, isn't it?
So
Yeah.
hastily.
I was so upset. I know now it was imprudent. I should have waited until the authorities arrived, but some of those gentlemen were so loudly insistent that I yielded.
Okay, Sir Bromsby.
What sort of man was your employer?
Oh, he was a great man. The people of the hall considered him to be very strict, but I think it was just his way of showing a fatherly attitude. and he dreamed of this day when Miss Lavinia would return.
Guests?
You have a list of guests?
Oh, of course. I have a complete guest list for the reception. It's inside the dining room. I believe the police will have need of it. Well, nevertheless, I must first caution them to pay little heed to the notations I made regarding certain names.
Annotations, you say, woman?
Why are these notations made?
Their purpose was to note particular seating arrangements for the meal and the recital, according to specific concerns. Those individuals whom I considered to be very important were marked with a circle.
What about the other odd marks?
Louis-Philippe, Monsieur de la Musardière, suggested this method of arranging the seating.
I think we have a name for our
He
Frenchman.
also advised me that those guests with poor
Monsieur de la
eyesight
Musardière.
seated so that the acoustics and lighting in the room would favour their enjoyment of the recital. So the first category was marked with a point, the second with a cross.
Okay, right. So the Frenchman was in charge of the seating arrangements. Interesting.
What do you know about this Frenchman?
He is from a noble family.
You should have said that. What do you know about this Frenchman? Well, I knew that he was French.
He is so inspired and keenly
He has a French
sensitive to
accent.
details.
And mostly dresses like a Frenchman with a beret. Oh, stereotypes.
Oh, dearie me.
But
And eats a
he had
baguette.
moderated
And carries a white
opinions
flag.
regarding French culture.
Oh,
The influence of his
Did I go
friends
that
too
was
far?
What
yeah, I
is
think you
it
stepped over the line there.
so extraordinary?
To all our French
His
viewers,
assistance was
sorry.
invaluable.
Yeah. Sorry, you're
Took
such a bunch of
concern
cheese-eating
with every
surrender
little
monkeys.
detail. The
Oh,
dishes, the
no!
tablecloths, everything.
I don't think you can say that.
Lodging here at the hall.
Yeah, if we do have French things, they'll be all over
French
you. And it,
things?
Oh,
no, I said French
so
people.
glad
Did you?
were here now.
I did, yeah.
Oh, right, I thought you said... For some reason I misheard.
French
I thought you said
things.
French things. I was like, wow. French things, they're not even people. Wow, Dr. Watson's next question is literally, where is the Frenchie?
And where has he gone?
Or rather, that was how it was listed on there.
Why is it? That's a bit weird, that, why it says that, but doesn't actually come up in the dialogue.
It seems
Yeah.
to
Deluge.
We're no longer helping with his eyesight.
Okay, a lot of
You
information
have been
there.
very kind, Miss Lambert.
You are most welcome. Oh, what a tragedy.
Okay, so we've gathered a bit more information
We have
to help
indeed,
us in our
yes.
quest.
Okay, so... yeah, she's back to now floating above the staircase. It's really weird.
Ah,
These
well, it's
people-
2002.
Yeah, 2002. You know, people used to float like that all the time.
Back then, yeah.
Back in those halcyon days, eh?
Back in there.
Are you
Goodies.
a relative of the victim?
No. In truth, I always mocked Sir Bromsby. I am upset because my friend did not arrive as promised.
As beautiful as she is cruel, apparently.
Wow, Watson.
Wow.
Do you work here,
Well, I mean, then
miss?
again, you know.
Yes, my name is Sue. I am a maid for the hall.
Okay, so she's a maid.
Wow, she's got good voice. My name is Sue. I am a maid for the hall. Wow, shot.
Where were you when these tragic events took place?
I was serving when it happened. I ran straight for the door, just like the others. I swear his daughter must have done it. She's such a strange one.
Okay, you're very convinced that Lavinia is the one. I
Thank
see.
you, miss. We may talk with you again.
Oh, I hope so.
Hi, hi, hi.
Except she was giggling. He was like, hee hee hee.
Oh, right, was
Kinda
it like
weird.
that?
Yeah. Strange. Okay. And what about these gents over here? What are they up to?
Seem to be chilling, don't they? Even though murder's just taking place, they're all bloody
Excuse
chilling.
me. I'm investigating the murder that has just happened.
Oh, yes. Well, that is good. What would you like to know?
Wow, God, his mouth animation.
Yeah, I saw
Good
that
Lord,
then.
it was like, rah, rah, rah. Where were you?
at the moment when Sir Bromsby was killed?
I was near the stage, and I saw him falling. Oh, my goodness. It was terrifying.
Okay,
I ran for the door,
okay,
but despite
okay.
all my efforts, it was blocked.
Right, okay.
But your costume is torn. How did this happen?
Yeah, explain
When I
that.
was trying to open the door, the crowd dragged me away. I then fell to the floor. I fortunately suffered no harm, but when I arose, my beautiful costume was ripped and stained.
Okay, right.
Well, I won't disturb
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Okay.
Fine, thanks.
God, he's a nervous sort, this one.
Yeah.
Lord, who's this guy here? These guys by this, well, who are standing around with a bottle of whatever it is.
you. Excuse me, may I speak with you?
No, fuck off.
Yeah, imagine they said that. Goodbye. Fuck off.
Your presence here.
Are you one of the domestics employed by the hall?
One of the domestics.
I think that's a way of putting
I am
it.
the personal servant to old Satterthwaite. He is there, sitting on that bench. He seems right enough, but he refused a small drink for his health. Surely he cannot be well.
Okay, so the guy on the bench is called Satterthwaite, I see.
Right,
Tell me,
okay.
what have you seen?
I heard the shot, then such a strange noise, and the next thing I know, all those money bags are running in a mad rush with their wives or whatever.
Right.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
I think it's just be dramatic. It's dramatic
Yeah.
goodbye.
And you, what are you doing here?
I'm waiting for Miss Roundtree, the niece of that banker chap. She is inconsolable, all because her admirer of a mere 3 days.
Miss Roundtree. What about her cousin, Miss Square Plant?
Ugh. Good lord. You're going to get locked up in the...
Opposites.
God, I'm trying to... God, I can't find my words. What am I trying to say? God, that guy's just drinking like crazy. I was going to say, you know, we're going to lock you up for making terrible dad jokes at this rate, Phil.
Well, I wouldn't say it's really a dad joke.
Yeah, it's a...
I suppose...
You know, dad jokes are actually funny and all that. LOL. Yes.
But you have to be a dad to use them.
Yeah, exactly.
Just left to relieve myself there at the end of the garden, you see. Seems to me I missed a good race for the doors. Worthy of the Royal Derby.
And goodbye.
Well, good.
Cheers.
No, do it properly. Goodbye.
Goodbye. What's this guy doing over here?
Well, my good man, why are you here?
Oh shit, I just fucking clicked by accident.
Just shot
Yeah.
straight through there.
Well, my
Yeah,
good
it's
man,
alright, we can get him to
why are
repeat.
you here?
I am the manservant of Lieutenant Harry.
Oh, that sounds a bit kinky, that one.
Accompanied him with
What?
The manservant.
of the infantry.
What? What? Where's your mind going?
Have you not heard of that before?
What, the manser? Yeah, it's like a term for a guy who's a servant, yeah? To someone
It's also...
else.
Yes, it's also a raunchy term as well.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've never heard that, okay.
Yeah. They
Wow.
do use it a lot now in the sort of adult industries.
Oh, yes, and you know this how exactly? Is this going back to your time coding?
Because I used to work in the adult industry.
True, you did, yes,
So-
back in the day, years and years ago.
Did you hear the shot?
I know all the terminology, don't you worry.
Great.
Oh, for those of you who say, just so we don't get confused, I wasn't actually, a star or anything. I worked as a web developer.
Yeah, he was,
Yeah.
you know, he was an actor, ladies and gentlemen. No.
Yeah, it's not that. No, as a
No.
web developer.
Yeah, you worked for a company and among their clients were adult sites, wasn't it? Was it
Babe
something like that?
Station.
Yeah.
Everyone's Babe Station. Yep, it was quite a significant adult client.
Very good.
But yeah,
Bye, madam.
I have questioned everyone here. I'll go see if Holmes has finished on his end.
Okay.
Sherlock. Who's that? Sherlock Holmes, you mean? Oh, the very man, the Sherlock and
Philip
Holmes.
Yes. The Sherlockian Holmes. Oh, did we go in this room before? I think maybe we did, but having said that, maybe
I
there's...
think we might have visited the majority of rooms.
Yeah. Can I
Not too
examine
true,
things
though.
with my magic magnifying glass in true Sherlockian fashion? Yeah, apparently not. Dip, come here. There we are. Dip. There we are. You hear me making all my strange noises as usual. Hang on, wasn't this... I remember this room. I can examine the sink, but...
Thank God there's no baby in the sink.
Oof. Oh dear me. Can I use my magnifying glass on the sink? Oh.
Some people
Wait
may
a
get that
minute.
reference.
Oh, here we go. This was in the last episode. We were kept clicking on the sink. It said you could interact with it, but we only ever had one line about it. But now, if I use my magnifying glass,
Yeah.
we can actually look at it. What's the deal? We've got scissors?
It's a pair of moustache scissors.
Moustache scissors. Okay.
To trim those unruly moustaches.
It's a pair of moustache scissors.
Moustache scissors. Scissors. Yes.
It's a pair of moustache scissors.
Okay, right. Yeah, I think that's all he's going to say, isn't it? Can I put them in the test tube?
It's a pair of moustache
No,
scissors.
I don't think
No.
you can do that, can you? No.
Yeah, apparently not. Well, bollocks. Well, bloody hell,
Bull crap.
Philip. Yes.
Right.
Okay, right. So, moustache scissors by the sink. Someone maybe has been trimming a fake moustache or something. I don't know. Interesting. Who turned up here with a moustache and now suddenly doesn't have one? who knows?
Those, yeah, I like that the fake moustaches that you can get are just absolutely useless because they look nothing like an actual moustache.
No, they don't. You know, you could have like a proper Groucho Marx one with the glasses and the nose and everything.
Oh God, yeah, that's infamous, isn't it? That.
Yeah.
I need something.
Okay, there's something else to examine here. Do I need my magnifier? Hold on. Just show me.
Need something.
Oh no, you don't need that. Maybe tape measure? Ah, tape measure on this thing, okay.
It is a size
Right,
7.
Oh, he's looking at footprints on the floor. I couldn't quite see them. Saying, okay, size 7 shoes, Phil. Somebody came through here and they have size 7 shoes. Okay, there are other areas in the house now I think about it where I think he kept saying I need something, and that's probably what it wanted me to do, to go into this inventory and get one of these objects
And we
out.
couldn't get into it yet.
Yeah,
At least we
didn't know
now have the
how.
ability.
Yeah, I think there might have been somewhere, maybe towards the kitchen, I think, where there was something or other. Hold on, I need to explore and try and remember where the heck. Aha! Here we are.
What have we got in here?
We need. Was this something down here that he needs to? Where are you going?
I
Home.
need something.
Yes, he needs something. Is it magnifier? Is that what you need? Yes, he needs the magnifier.
Okay, let's have a look.
Oh, gets right down.
Oh.
Oh, what have we got here?
It is a poor copy of a uniform button. The cannon insignias are hand-drawn.
Okay, right.
Copy of a uniform button, not an actual uniform button, I'm guessing. Okay, somebody came through. I don't know. I mean, the suggestion is that maybe someone has a fake military uniform or something, perhaps? I don't know.
And it's crafted themselves, and it's fallen off when they try to run, maybe.
Yeah. Quite possible.
Something like that.
Yeah. Now, how do I... Oh, there we are. That's how I get out. Okay, right, so there was that. I knew there was something in the kitchen that needed examining. Oh, it's good to know that obviously we can use the old magnifier and things like that.
Nothing of any interest here.
Okay, nothing in that bookcase. Okay.
That's of importance.
Is there anything actually in this big well bin thing over here?
This is diabolically heavy.
Diabolically heavy, he says.
So it's not just heavy; it's diabolically heavy.
Yeah.
It's a funny way of putting it.
Diabolically, yes, old boy. Can I go down here? No, I can't. Anything else?
Can't do bloody anything.
Just checking. Can we get him to go around here where the chef was in his trapdoor with his feet glitching through the world?
Oh God, yeah, I remember that. That was.
Yep, his feet are still glitching. Indeed. Okay, so is there anything else apart from talking to this guy? Doesn't look like it. I'm just randomly clicking on stuff in case.
Just to see if you can find stuff, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there is. Alright then. Okay, lads and lasses. Right, so we got the copy of the uniform button.
Right, that's good, so we've got another item
Yes.
to help us aid us in our investigations.
Investigazioni. That's Italian for investigation.
No, actually, it's Japanese.
Oh, right, okay, yeah. Deary me. Okay, no, we've been here before, haven't we?
It's the main dining hall.
There was a staircase somewhere in this house. Hold on. Whoa, Sherlock, where are you going? Just wandering over there, are you? Oh, right, suddenly the map of the house isn't showing up, apparently. Okay, never mind.
We have no access to a map. Oh,
Yeah.
we're going to do it all by hand.
Yes.
We have to use our memories,
Our memory banks, yes.
which we can't really use at the moment because we haven't played this game in such a long time.
Indeed we haven't, no. Yes. No, that's that. Hold on, we've been there. Unless... can we go this way? We can. Towards the camera.
It is not the time to join, Watson.
Okay.
I have not examined everything.
Alright, it's like... oh wait, there's something over here. What's this?
There is something
What
there.
is this?
Ah, right, do I have to get my magnifier? Looks like it, yeah. There we go.
So we can examine and see what's going on.
Aha! Hairs.
Black hair.
Oh,
Ooh, so someone has been trimming by the looks of it, except
Yeah.
they've moved the scissors. Right.
into the bathroom. Why have they moved it there? Have they tried to make it seem a bit less conspicuous?
Quite possibly, yes. They've tried to hide whatever it was they were doing. I don't know. Was back through here again? I've completely forgotten. Can I go this direction? I can, yes. There's
Oh, it's a long hallway.
Yes,
Right.
you see, there's a whole area down here.
Okay.
Aha, right. What's through this door at the far end? Let's have a look.
There is a greasy substance on the door handle.
Aha,
Be a sauce?
a source. Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, here we are. Right. Can we go up the stairs? Because I'm sure there's
Cleaner.
stairs there. Yes. We didn't go up the stairs last time, unless there's anything else. That cleaner is Mary, who we have actually talked to in the previous episode.
Yeah.
Nothing of any interest here.
Really? You're not going to go upstairs? Okay.
Nothing of any interest up the stairs. Oh, okay.
Okay. It's not letting me go up there, it seems. Right,
You would have thought, that might be quite key things could be up there, but clearly not.
What the?
Yet they are shorter than the white ones used in the ballroom.
Oh, okay. I just clicked on something randomly and that happened. I didn't even see that. What was he even looking at? Oh, something in that box. Hold on, just move him around a bit. Oh, right. Is that box floating in midair there? Or is it like a drawer? Okay, right. I see. For a second I thought it was a box floating in midair. It's not.
Yet they are shorter than the white one.
Everything's floating in midair for you today.
I know it is, isn't it? What's going on? It's weird, this is. Just hear her scrubbing that same patch of floor over and over. Yeah, go through this door here. Alright, and then we're back in this, back here. Now this goes, where did this go? Does it go back into the, go back into the main hall?
Okay, back into the main hall.
So where did the other door go to? Let's see. Let me see now, Philip. Alright, and we're back here again where we started. Okay, right.
Oh, right, okay.
So it all kind of loops around, and it's saying that there must be something else somewhere in this house that we're supposed to examine.
That we need to find before we can go and join our partner.
Yes, indeed. But I think we've been recording for about half an hour there, so I reckon that's probably a good place to wrap it up there. Yes.
That's clever as well, Andrew, to wrap it up in the very same place that we started.
Yes, see? You've come full circle. I totally intended for that to happen. Not really, no. We just ended up here by chance, because the house is a bit of a labyrinth. But then again, maybe it's not. Maybe it's just because I don't look at the map often enough. So yeah, we've found out some new stuff in this episode, and also,
we have to sort of piece it together as well. But yeah, put your thoughts as well in the comments. What do you think about it? What are your views in the investigation so far?
Who do you think done it? Yes.
Yeah, who do you think done it? Indeed. Or if there's any, clues and tidbits that you can give us, those are always helpful.
Indeed, yeah.
Where we need to go next, things like that.
Yeah. At least we've found out that you can use the magnifying glass and the tape measure and all that.
Yes.
And if people probably, when I upload the previous episode, people will probably be screaming at me that, you can use those to look at things, and
Wouldn't it be funny if they could scream through the monitor and you can actually hear them?
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, guys. Okay.
I know. It'd be like, how are they seeing this? This is not a live video feed. This is me pre-recording a video in advance of when it's going to get uploaded. Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go, everybody. So, hope you enjoyed this second episode of Sherlock Holmes: The Secret of the Silver Earring.
It's been very interesting.
Yes.
For a 2002 game, very intriguing. Getting our brains on. I'm trying to think like a detective, trying to get my head in gear. Yeah. But I know these things usually have multiple different pathways.
Yeah. So, will we find out who killed? Fucking hell! Let me try that line again. Will we solve who killed Sir Bromsby? Who knows? Maybe in another episode sometime, if the wheel picks it out. Yes.
Maybe there might be an episode 3. Yes.
Who knows? So yes, as usual, thank you for joining us then, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. Facebook and Twitter links down below, along with the Propagandist channel link for anyone interested. And if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. But in the meantime, this is going to be the two of us signing off once again. Goodbye, everybody.
Detective Boots away.
Detective Boots. That's a interesting
Detective
character.
Boots, yeah. That's before Sherlock Holmes starts any investigation. He has to put his detective boots on.
Oh, right.
If he doesn't put those on, he can't do any detective work. It's just as soon as he puts those boots on, they send a signal up his leg, up his stomach, into his brain, and then it allows him to do detective work. That's how it works, Andrew. You can't complain against it. Sorry, but that's just how detectives work in today's day and age.
But it's not
that's how L.A. Noire works.
It's Victorian age.
Oh, it is Victorian age.
Yeah. See, what are we doing? We're supposed to be doing an outro. We've suddenly got into a whole other topic conversation here. So
also.
Okay, go on.
Fuck you for saying my brain's faulty. Again. Yeah, I brought it up again. You thought I'd forgotten about that, but no, I brought it up again. Even Sherlock Holmes himself is annoyed with you for doing that.
I know, look at him.
He's on my side.
Face on there. Yes. Yes, well, post in the comments about how salty Phil is about being faulty in the old noggin. So, goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Way inside here. He's right fucking there. I can't fucking turn the camera though, because of the glitch. Oh, balls. Ooh, whoa, what the? Whoa! What? What just happened? I just jumped and... Whoa! Whoa! This isn't right. This is not right. Big Robot, if you're watching this, this is not right. I'm pretty sure the game is not supposed to be doing this.